All right, we are here live. Another live video. I haven't been back in a while, but this is breaking news as of about an hour and a half ago. As you know, I just released a video earlier on the Seattle situation and how the city council in Seattle basically bowed to Jeff Bezos. Now, if you know, to me, this is a very exciting moment because this is something that I've been trying to push for a while, and I have to give credit to credit. I have to give credit where credit is due. Cleveland.com is saying that they repeatedly tried to get permission from the city of Cleveland to release this proposal because our mayor has decided to keep it a secret and not want to share it, even though other cities. And after looking through this, I definitely want to go live with you on other cities and read their proposals. But I want you guys to see what I've been talking about for the past few months, because this proposal, it's 166 pages. We're not going to go through nowhere near that. Be patient. I know it's Friday night, but this is a very big teachable moment. This is something I've been talking about for a while, and they're finally releasing it. And we're going to look through this, and I want everybody to see, when you see right here how edited this is, and they released it, yet they're still hiding it. So normally the city proposals, they're trying to build a case, build an argument on what they have to offer that other cities don't. So they're just making a pitch, they're making a claim, they're trying to sell Amazon, basically why Amazon should set up shop in their city. And I don't know why this is blocked out. The healthcare capital, of course, that's in reference to Cleveland Clinic, attacking poverty. Of course, we're still one of the poorest cities in the country. Sustainable lifestyle. They talk about how $100,000 basically will get you further than anywhere else in the country with over 1 million people. But what is this last thing that's blocked out right here? Why is that not shown? Why did the city of Cleveland decide to not show that? And the biggest part right here, incentives. I told you that your mayors in these different cities, I've just released a video today about the city of Seattle, but all of these cities that had these proposals, they're giving away our money. They're giving away our property taxes that we need to fix our schools, to fix our communities. And they give them away in this incentives. And you see here, they deliberately block this out. And it doesn't take a genius to figure out why they're blocking this out. They released a proposal, but the most important information they're going to block out. And you say this proposal provides Amazon with the singular opportunity to develop an urban community, and it's blanked out. You see all of this is built out. First impressions. Let me try and zoom in more so you can see it. You see first impressions, it says more than, and it's just blocked out for whatever reason. A city sharply on the rise. Let me try and get it to zoom in a little. There we go. I'm going to get it to zoom in. You'll be able to read it. So this proposal in urban, the site features initial build out blank up to an estimated blank million square feet of office space. So clearly right here, they're not disclosing how much square feet of office space they want to give up, including blank square feet of existing space to accommodate Amazon's immediate needs. An additional millions. You see it's blocked out. The number is blocked out, but it says million square feet of new built to suit construction. And then there's a whole nother few sentences blocked out. This is crazy. This is crazy. unrivaled development flexibility, meaning you could do whatever you want, Amazon. You can do whatever you want with this land to expand beyond the initial build out. So if you decide to build more than what you plan on building, don't even worry about it. We got you covered. And they're talking millions of square feet. These sites are either connected or within a short walk of the initial build out. And then they don't even want you to know how big it is. It's just a big blank space in the middle of downtown. It's first impressions, more than a blank in financial incentives from the city of Cleveland, Cuyahoga County, Jobs Ohio, and the state of Ohio. More than how much in financial incentives? Because if we're a poor city and we're in poverty, you know, the people might get really mad if they found out how much you're willing to give up just to get Amazon headquarters here. Let's see, this is blocked out. The future home. I guess they didn't want to say what the name of it was going to be. See, this is blocked out. Thriving downtown, it celebrates its uniqueness and embraces Amazon residents by the end of 2020. So I don't know what they don't want to disclose, what kinds of residents they have or something. The headquarters too will become part of what? Which links the city core to University Circle. So this is around the Euclid Avenue area. That's where University Circle is. So basically, it would have been near the Cleveland Clinic area, something like that. The home of renowned Cleveland Clinic University House. So around that area, if you're from the area, then you know what area that is. Only in Cleveland, 2 million workers within 45-minute commute of downtown. $5 billion in downtown investment from 2010 to 2017, or $8 billion. All of these, I don't know why they're not disclosing that if they're trying to sell it. So the incentives, that's the main thing you want to look for. Are offering an incentive and resource support package of more than how much money in program funds, grants, and tax incentives? Why this this is blank. It's blank for a reason. So you have a whole section over here blank. These are probably the incentives. So our total incentive package of more than blank is based on the creation of 40,600 jobs with 4.06 billion in created payroll, 4.6. They're not going to disclose. Okay, here's the incentives. City of Cleveland incentives, blank. Value up to blank. Direct incentives, blank. Income tax credit, blank. Direct incentive, blank. Property tax rebate, that's what you want to know. That's blank. Cuyahoga County will provide a blank. Direct incentive, blank. All of this is, or why they're not disclosing this. Other local jurisdiction incentives, so they were going to even probably expand. So they're saying 10-minute walk, 10 acres. So we know we got an idea now how big it would have been. 10 acres designed for blank. So they were willing to give up 10 acres. I don't know how much in millions that is. But I'm not, this is over 166 pages. I'm not going to go through it. This is a quick video. I'm just making people aware that this is breaking news. This is an important story because, you know, our cities this city in particular, they were hiding this information, and they still are. They're not disclosing how much of the city they were willing to give up. And this is what they usually have at the end of these proposals are letters written by, here's one by the governor, usually the governor, the mayor, people like that. At the end of these proposals, they have a letter written on why their site would be the best location. So I'm not going to go through all of that, but I just want people to be aware, all of this blank stuff is the stuff they were willing to give out, these incentives, these tax credits, the jurisdictions. We see this stuff. A lot of cities, some cities didn't care. They made it public. They made their numbers public. Some of these numbers was 30 million. Some of them were higher than that. Some of them were saying 30 years, no property tax. So for whatever reason, Cleveland does not want to disclose these numbers. We know it's 10 acres. We know it would be millions of dollars of incentives, offering an incentive and resource support package of more than blank program funds, grants, and tax incentives. So the key with this is you want to figure out how much the city is willing to give up. How much are they willing to give out? This is what I was saying when I first started. Unrivaled development flexibility to expand beyond the initial build out and to reach an estimated total of over blank million square feet. So they're saying we would give you 10 acres, but if you needed more, we would work with you. We'll be flexible. So that's what I'm saying. These corporations, they own your politicians. That's what I'm trying to drill in our heads. That's why I put out the article titled Incentives is blanked out. It's the most important part. That's why I put the article out last week that the citizens, we're the side piece, and the corporations are the spouses. They're the wives. They're the ones that matter in this relationship. We're just the side piece. We're just the person on the side when really we should be the main priority. And this proposal provides Amazon with a single opportunity to develop an urban community of what? Why are they not saying this? Because they don't want to make the people upset. They don't want to really let us know how much they really don't care about us. It's kind of like, I guess, how some people feel that it's better to withhold the truth in a relationship if you're not doing something right, to spare the other person's feelings. That's what I feel like this situation is. But I like doing this. I'm probably going to do some of the other cities. I can only do one at a time, I think. But I just want us to go through, because I don't really think people get how serious this is, because we have this discussion about we need jobs, we need black economics, we need more jobs in the communities. This will provide thousands of jobs, but at the same time, it would steal millions upon millions, tens of millions of taxpayers' money. And that tax money would be used to fight the city. And you see, like the city of Cleveland, we need the tax money. We need, because one of the things they said to try to get them to come here was that they're fighting poverty. As we probably still are one of the poorest cities in the country. Uniquely Cleveland. All of this is blanked out. Why? What did they like? Why? If the people of Cleveland, they probably already know what's unique about it. So why are they not telling us how they feel that Cleveland is unique? Maybe they feel that Cleveland is unique in a different way. Maybe that way they feel might upset residents, but they don't want to share it with the Clevelanders, but they shared it with Amazon. So it's like there's a relationship going on behind your back when you're really supposed to be the centerpiece of the relationship. The politicians who are paid with our tax dollars, we're supposed to be the focal centerpiece of this relationship. But I keep hammering this subject down to really, yes, we know you got to pay politicians or you got to lobby them or whatever and whatnot, but this is just a perfect example. It doesn't really get more better than this besides like some kind of scandal. And this is where they were going to set up. This is the Cleveland Clinic, I think the #2 hospital in the country. And this was like the first selling point that they had for the to pitch. You see, all of this is blank. That they don't want to show. They want to. I'm surprised they showed the 10 acres that they were going to give up. That so very, very. And this is the last time I'll show this. This is all the direct incentives, the tax income credit, the property tax. I guarantee you, this is in the at least 30 million, at least. Cuyahoga County incentives. I mean, look, all of this is blank. So, I don't know, maybe this weekend I'll do another city. We'll go through it. And we really need to drill this in our heads that, you know, we have to really, because these are people that are elected. These are people we've put in office. These are people that are on these local elections that we try to get the local elections to get attention. And, you know, people participate less in local elections more than the national elections, and it's not even close. So I think this year in Cleveland, there was like a 15% turnout, 15% voter turnout. And I think East Cleveland had a 14% voter turnout. So it benefits them to, for us not to vote because they can keep doing stuff like this. They can keep doing things behind our back, hiding things in plain sight behind us, and just making moves. Yeah, Cleveland, like I told you, attacking poverty. Then the hospital stuff. Sustainable lifestyle. What's sustainable? You see, that's blank. And there's a whole nother section here that's blank. This is crazy. This is ridiculous. So, and then as I said before, the letters, here's the governor of Ohio, Kasich. They usually have a letter to Jeff Bezos. He's the richest man in the world. Just imagine, like, you think like people use relationships, like if somebody has money, like people that are trying to move up in life and are trying to network, you know what I mean? Like the person that's always trying to network, the person that's always trying to get the best deal and move up on the ladder. And that's like, think about that times a million. You know what I mean? This is the richest person in the world. This isn't like a local person in the city that has a couple businesses and makes 6 figures. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to put it in perspective. This is the richest person in the world. So you can imagine he has everybody at his feet. Because just think about a person that you would know that would go out of their way to please a regular person that makes a decent amount of money. So that's all I got for you. Just a quick video. And I'm probably going to do another city. I think I'm going to do Chicago next. I'm going to see how tomorrow goes. It might pop up live. But I released several videos today on, one of those was on Seattle and how the city of Seattle, where the first Amazon headquarters was, the city of Seattle, they want to use $11 million of that property tax from the headquarters to fight homelessness and the housing crisis that they have, largely in part due to the Amazon headquarters, because the cost of rent and everything has went up from the Amazon headquarters being there. A lot of people moving to the suburbs, and they stood firm for about a month, and then they just gave in. They threw in the towel. They said, "Okay, we won't tax you, Mr. Bezos." So this is that's all I got for you today. Just I want you to keep that in mind. I'll release a couple other videos on current events. So remember, stay tuned. Where independent thinking is as simple as breathing. I'm out.